My name is Radhika. I graduated in 2011, as Matt mentioned, economics major from Berkeley. This is my last semester in college. I'm writing my honors thesis in economics. Just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about college life in the US. I know a lot of you are current seniors who have talked to you about the application process, things like that. So I just wanted to touch upon how college life actually is. It was a huge change for me because I went from a class of 40 students to a class, my first economics class had 600 kids. So that was a huge change. You're very used to answering questions in class. And then when you go there, it's like, no one really asks questions, at least in the introductory courses. But as you go from first year to second year, your electives become more specialized. I focus on developmental economics, so that's on developing countries, disease, agricultural needs, things like that. So in those classes, the class sizes tend to get smaller, and that's when you start asking questions, doing nothing, showing how smart you are. The important thing, at least for me, was finding a group of friends, because when you're in a class of 40, like everyone's your friend, and you're very used to the kind of people you're around. I was also in a class with a lot of people I have known since 7th standard, and then when we go to college, it's like you don't know nobody. So I think one of the most important steps would be to find a group of people that you're very comfortable with, because everybody's there for the first time. Finding a group that you're comfortable with, interacting with them, joining clubs which you think you would like. I joined a few clubs, the Student Advocates Office, which helps students with delusions against the university. Mock Trial, which does law cases against other colleges. We travel a lot. I've been to Florida, Washington DC, St. Louis, Mississippi, cool stuff. So if you guys get the chance to travel here in the US, you should definitely do it, especially if you're doing it with a bunch of close friends. It gets even more exciting. I'm also part of the Berkeley team on campus, so cool stuff. Join clubs while you can, because once college, honestly, I don't know where 3 years went. Like, I really don't. I'm graduating before I know it. So really make use of college while you can. And we get Marshall to talk about his experience.
Hi everyone. Okay, slight correction. I've graduated, so I just finished my course, say 2 months ago. So like you said, 3 months free. And it was life for everyone who trust me. And I did my course in the UK, University of Nottingham. I did mechanical engineering, honors. So any of you planning to go to the UK here? A few things to look out for. Very good. It's a good choice, it's a good place. A few things to look out for is, of course, it's a whole different culture. Everything changes there. The whole place is massive. Like you said, we're so used to little classes, small groups of friends. So we know every. I'm sure most of you know in London, right? It's not like that. Yeah, you think you go there, you make a lot of friends, and things are like crazy and hyped up, but that's not it is. It takes you a while to get used to the place. Everybody's different. They speak different languages, and it's a whole different scene. So, like, the most important thing is go make yourself a really good bunch of friends. So these friends last really long. Classes are different. I mean, all of a sudden you're sitting in a lecture hall with like 500 people, and it's a whole different scene. You can't ask questions, and it's slightly scary to put up your hand in front of 500 people and ask a question that could be called stupid eventually. You know, it's kind of scary. There's one of those things. But the time that you have here, the time that I had here, was very useful for me because I used it to do a lot of activities. I was involved in a lot of dance programs, music programs, everything that was happening was still involved in it. So in that sense, I was used to organizing activities, getting part of activities. So if you go there, try and get into activities like this. Build up a nice CV for yourself. Like in my second year, I organized this multicultural event called Phenomena. It was like a collaboration event where the whole of East Midlands, it's Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool, all these universities come together and put up a show. So this was solely organized by people, me and my friends. So these things give you experiences. Like apart from just what you're going to study and what major you're doing and all that, the main thing you're going to gain from the university experience are these societies joining and these events are organizing. So it's really important to look out for that. When you go to uni, and of course having fun is part and parcel of the like obviously I'm not going to anymore. I mean, 3 years ago now, getting a job, and that's it, 9 to 5. That was fun, right? So have fun, but always look out for stuff that you can do that you can slot into your CV. Stuff that is focused towards your career. Start thinking about what you want to do as quickly as you can and get into it. Okay? Other than that, yeah, have fun, make a lot of friends, try to make friends out of your comfort zone so you learn new things. That's what I did. Because I was lucky enough to go to a city in Nottingham where people from all over the planet were coming. It's not really cosmopolitan. So I made friends from Berkeley all the way to Japan. So that way I knew more things. I learned a lot. I learned a lot more off lectures than I did in lectures, at least the one that I went for. So that's kind of my experience in 3 years through, but you come out a whole different person. So use your time here wisely and use your time here wisely. It's basically what it is.
We just wanted to also touch upon some things that we feel were very important that we did when we were in IB. And I would say make maximum use of your IB lines because when we meet up later, seriously, those are the things that we talk about. Honestly telling you, right? If you want to do something extracurriculars, whatever it is, do it. Because this time isn't coming back. It really isn't. Like, this is not meant to scare you or it's not meant to like freak you guys out about using your youth forever kind of a speech. But it's honestly telling you that this is the time you get to like handle both your academics and your extracurriculars. So you want to do model UN, do it. You want to do debate, do it. You want to participate in intra-house competitions, do it. Because you're not going to get this kind of opportunities again. And whatever opportunities the school is giving you, really does help you prepare for meeting other kinds of people and interacting with them. Because it's not easy to go to college like in your dorms on the first day, be like, hey, what's your name? Because like nobody's doing that. But you have to do it if you want to meet friends. And the way you best prepare yourself for that is by doing the different activities in school and outside school. CAS activities, volunteer at different places, SINDA, volunteer at the Science Center, volunteer at the different places that the school lets you do. And I mean, those are the kind of activities that really help you build leadership skills, interpersonal skills that come off looking really good both when you're applying to colleges and once you get to colleges when you're running for leadership positions, being able to say like, yeah, I did a trip to Vietnam and like, this is the kind of stuff that we did and this is the kind of experience that I'm bringing to this new job that I'm going to be part of. And those are the important things. Like, just because you're done with school doesn't mean your experiences from school no longer matter when you're in college. They most certainly do.
Yeah, that's great. And if you end up, and like I said, when you go there and say, you join a society, you join a club, right? Don't maintain your position. Don't just skim through that. Don't just like sit around and be a member. Always aim to be in the committee. In the committee, try to be in the better position, try to be the chairman, the leader. That's when you gain the most experience out of it. The guys at the bottom end, members, they come, they go for the activities, they sit around with it. But if you're in an organizing company, the kind of experiences you gain, that will be very helpful for you after you graduate. Because that's how I'm looking back about it. I thought I was wasting my time doing this whole nothing. Just 17 hours of my day was put into that. Just 2 guys organizing like 2,000 people. And now looking back at it, and I'm going for interviews and questions they're asking, all my answers come from all these experiences that I've gained in organizing events and getting to leadership positions. So there's a lot more to learn. Like in school, things are very easy. You are school fair because things just happen for you. Making friends isn't a big scene. And like, we know these people for most of their lives. And it's quite easy. People come and say hi and they have language, everything's pretty cool. You need to really important that you learn to open up, try new things. Basically, try new things.
If at any point you feel like asking us questions, just raise your hand. This isn't like a lecture in college. Honestly, you want to ask us a question, go ahead and raise your hands, okay? Otherwise, we'll keep talking because we have not our uni experience. So we'll keep talking and then there'll be a Q&A. But if you want to interrupt us at any point, just go right ahead. Yes? Okay. One of the things that I found especially difficult was deciding what I wanted to do. When you come in as a freshman, most people in the US have, like if you talk to people, they'll say, I'm undeclared, meaning they don't know what they're doing yet. And that's what 4 years in the US is meant for, is to find what you love to do and do that. A lot of people do come in with a set major in mind, like I went in with economics and I'm still economics. A lot of people went in as engineering and they're still engineering. But there are a lot of people who go in as engineering and decide halfway that they want to become economics or vice versa. And there's a lot of scope, at least in the US, for you to change your major. I mean, I'm not saying that like you're in 4th year and you're deciding what to study in computer science, you can do it. I'm saying that like when you're in your 2nd year, you've taken a couple of electives and you realize that there's something else that you're equally passionate about. The US education system lets you switch the major that you're interested in. Or at least take a minor which you're interested in. I'm minoring in conservation resource studies because I liked environmental science when I took it my freshman year. There's a lot of terminology we get used to. Freshman is your first year, sophomore, junior, senior. I don't know if you guys know that, but if you don't, then that's it. Don't call your teacher sir and ma'am. That's apparently not a bad thing because I did that. You call them professor so and so. So you want to keep little things in mind. It's very easy to adapt, especially if you're staying in the dorms. I would recommend 100% if you're going to the US, stay in the dorm your first year because those experiences really mold who you are as an individual for your future years in college. They also really help you make networks and friends. They let you adapt to the new environment along with other people who are facing the same difficulties that you're facing. Other issues, classes are much harder than you would think, so do not take on a course load which you cannot handle. I went into college thinking, yeah, I handle so much, I can totally do this. There is a lot of stuff. I took 3 extracurricular activities and 5 classes my freshman year. That I did. Do not make the same mistakes I did. I mean, I did fine. That's not to say that I totally stand under the weight of my stuff. I coped. But coping isn't really what you should be doing in your freshman year. You should be adapting, learning how to be in a new university, in a new place. So take subjects and classes you can handle and extracurriculars you can handle with it. You want to have fun, like Marshall mentioned. Don't do what I do. But that being said, plan ahead. Because if you want to go to law school, you want to go to grad school, you want to go for any further academic studies, you want to keep your GPA up from freshman year. 1 B+ freshman year can really tank the rest of your, you can get A's the rest of your life in college and it still won't matter because of that first B+. So you want to hit the ground running and you want to do it well, especially if you have a goal in mind. You want to plan what you want to do, your LSAT for law school, your GRE for grad school. You want to plan out what you're doing from sophomore year because before you know it, it's going to be time for applications and you're not going to have anything ready. Most important, build relationships with your professors because they're going to be the ones writing your letters of recommendation for higher studies. So from day one, find a professor you like, go to office hours, talk to them, and really build a rapport with them that can influence the way they write letter of recommendation for you.
That's really true. Like what I did in uni, which I put a rapport with my professor was I used to make up questions, which I knew the answers from because really I didn't have any questions. So I make up a lot of questions and the answers. Also in case he gives me an answer, I would discuss about it and I got really smart. Then I go to the office and I was like, hey, please, I have a question. Yeah, I got really blurred, really humble, but you know every answer formulated already. You impress him. You keep doing it again and again and again. Eventually he knows your name and he's emailing you and now you're friends, all of a sudden you're friends. Next thing you know, you're doing with a friend who's a professor asking for a recommendation that looks better than being random and you're like, hey, I'm actually a student, could you please give me a recommendation? So that's really important. Regarding the UK, there's a slight difference from the US thing. You have to start much earlier. So you have to start thinking of what you want to do much earlier because you don't get that first year to relax and get to know your modules and all that. Like, at least for me, that's how it was because engineering all over the planet is a 4-year course, right? So you go first year, you have your common engineering and you get to do like all kinds of modules and you pick whether it's mechanical, electrical, blah blah blah, trader. But in the UK, you get it there, you apply for mechanical, that's it. First year of mechanical modules. All of a sudden you're studying physics, say chemistry, now you're studying thermodynamics and fluid mechanics, all of a sudden it's just in your face. right? So you're going to have to be ready to face that kind of a challenge because they squeeze 4 years into 3 years, and that's pretty hardcore. And the first year they try to make it a bit easier because the kind of education the British students have in terms of certain things like math is not as strong as Ivy, right? So they'll be teaching all kinds of stuff that you've already learned in the first year. So the main stuff, the crust of your course will be taught in your second year, and it's going to be really squeezed into that 1 year. So you have to be ready for high pressure environments if you're planning on going to the UK. Other than that, yeah, don't take up private accommodations, don't think about yourself, don't be nervous. Stay in the dorms. Like we don't have shared rooms. We don't have shared rooms. Yeah, we don't have shared rooms as far as I have heard, but you have like a flat system where 4 or 5 people stay together and share a kitchen and get that kind of thing. Even if you don't know who's living with you, just take it, talk to people, and start being more friendly with people that you're not comfortable with. And you'll be fine. It's about it.
We do have shared rooms. At least in Berkeley, you can pick. So there's a very cool system when you're applying for your dorm. You can say when you wake up, when you go to bed, are you a clean person, are you a very messy person, are you like an extreme neat person, and then you like pick your preferences and they match you with a roommate who also has similar preferences. My roommate freshman year was great. We had a lot of very similar interests. We used to sing Beatles on the weekend, so it was good. A lot of people have very different experiences, but it's all about the college to learn how to manage different personalities, and I would definitely recommend going to a dorm even if you don't exactly get along very well with your roommate. I got along great, so you shouldn't be afraid of it. That's all for me also. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask us. Yeah?
How do you guys effectively study the 600 students in one class? Yeah, how do you guys?
In the US, the main lecture is 600 students, but we have smaller tutorials, which are called sections, with about 20 kids a class, and the person teaching it is a graduate student instructor. So people who are in grad school in the same field will be appointed by the lecturer to give these smaller lessons. But a lot of it really, like I spent hours in the library trying to figure out people on my own. But for me, there is also the GSIs and the lecturers who are very open during office hours if you want to ask questions. So I would say to learn, there are 3 things you need to do. A, pay attention in both lecture and section. Go to lecture and section more importantly. B, go to office hours if you have any appointments. At least in my college, professors and GSIs are very, very approachable. So make full use of it by going to office hours. And please study on your own. Really, like every week, if you have assignments, don't postpone it, get it done. Like, just honestly, just apply.
What was the question? Effectively study. Sorry. Exactly. You have smaller groups then. Exactly.
Any other questions? Yeah? Go ahead. You don't need to stop.
Question for both of you. So we have opportunity in the same course.
We are far away from home.
spent a lot of time talking to, really close ones. So I kind of know to an extent what life might be like to make an educated guess. And comparing in that sense, the only thing I think anybody will be missing out if you go out of it, and I'm saying if you go to a good uni, like you go to a really good university, the only thing you're missing out comparatively is that you're used to this country, or you're used to Singapore, you're used to the transport system, stuff like that really matters. So once you go there, because if you're staying here, right, if you're staying in years, the only thing you have to worry about is getting to uni, working hard, getting to know the modules, the content. Yeah. Once you're there, the only thing that I was finding it slightly more difficult is the amount of load that's on you is a lot more, because you have to take care of your laundry, you gotta get your food, you gotta learn how to cook. Yeah, learn how to cook, guys. Learn how to cook. Yeah, and you can't be wearing the clothes, you gotta make friends, you gotta make your own bed, you gotta iron your clothes, all that, plus you gotta start studying, you gotta do your project. Here it's just about studying and your projects. So in that sense, that's the only difference. That's the only advantage that I would say local unis have and of course it's like a really university.
Honestly, like when our friends who are in local universities talk to us, it's never about the quality of education. Like I'm almost 100% sure the quality of education is great. They never have any complaints